This is FirstCoast.tv. We find ourselves with
Frosty Myers, aka Forrest. That's my real moniker.
All right.
But once you're Frosty, you're Frosty.
So the reason I'm here is because the film festival is coming next week, and there's a bunch of wonderful films, and among those one of those films is a film about you. What's the title of that film?
The Art and Times of Frosty Myers.
Yeah, it's a documentary.
Yes.
And I saw the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I was really, really impressed with that trailer. Whoever put it together did really, really well. And in a short synopsis, in a nutshell, what is this documentary about then?
It's really the story of an artist. I'm the artist, but it's a story of a lot of artists and the Renaissance that took place in New York in the 60s and the 70s and beyond, because that Renaissance really did change how people see things, and especially how the artists see things. And the job of the artist, one of them, is to bring shapes, colors, and different combinations of all of that into the world.
Okay, and you dabbled in what? Paint?
I'm a
sculpture?
sculptor.
You're a
Oh
sculptor.
yeah, I'm a metal sculptor.
Metal.
And that's the main thing I do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I move metal around, but I also am a light sculptor. I've done a lot of different things. I've done searchlight sculptures.
Wow.
I was the first artist to put art on the moon, which is called the Moon Museum.
Oh wow.
That was a big thing. You know, going to the moon was the biggest thing that happened in my generation.
Yeah.
You know, my son, he says, well, you know, anybody can go to the moon. All you need is a couple $1 million, you know. SpaceX will put you on the moon. But at that time, going to the moon was, you know, evolution. It was evolution that you could see because man is coming up off of one celestial body and going to another. It's like the salamander coming up out of the soup and onto the land. Mm-hmm. It's that kind of thing. But you know, you can only see evolution in the fossil record, which is billions of years old. Right, but this thing you could watch it on TV.
Of that 60s and 70s, when you look at those 2 decades, is there something that really sticks out with that period of time that maybe is missing now? Or that you miss, that's no longer there?
I miss, back then there seemed to be a social conscience that a lot of people were involved in. It wasn't just New Yorkers or artists. Mm-hmm. It was a social conscience that and the feeling that we could change bad things. And we actually did. The world is different now because of a lot of work that protesters put into the thing. I grew up in the South under segregation. Mm-hmm. I was raised a racist. Mm-hmm. You know, and if you were white, that was just the way it was. Mm-hmm. You know, we were better than them, mm-hmm. and because look at them. Mm-hmm. You know, mm-hmm. it was insidious. So to get over that, and Martin Luther King figured out how to do that. Mm-hmm. So he deserves all the credit he gets for that. Mm-hmm. So that was a big thing. There were a lot of big social things going on: gay rights, mm-hmm. women's rights. Mm-hmm.
Chavez and the Mexican workers.
Oh, that was huge. Unions. You know, yeah. Chavez. So all of this stuff is going on at the same time. All of this art things are going on.
It's just exploding.
It was exploding and all mixed up together. You know, you had minimal art, you had earth art, mm-hmm. Hard edge painting and sculpture, pop art. It just was a big mix of a lot of things to think about. Uh-huh. And in fact, the world was being changed both mm-hmm. socially and artistically. So to be alive at that time was thrilling, and we knew it. Man, we were excited and we were having fun. Mm-hmm. Nobody had so much fun. You know, we had the music, drugs, clothing. You could do what you wanted. We were changing the norms. You know, just being able to have long hair was a major thing
Right,
that people
right.
today,
Right.
don't even think about.
Right. Right.
But we can credit the Beatles with some of that.
Yeah.
But a lot was going on, and
A lot of these
the
things.
the film talks about all this. Briefly, it goes through
Yeah.
this time. You get the
Right.
feeling of this time.
Well.
And there's a lot of pictures, and a lot of it's about my work. I'm proud to be a sculptor and have gotten at the top of my profession.
Right.
And it's something nobody gets to do.
Right.
So
So your documentary shows on Sunday at 1 p.m. at the Lewis Auditorium.
yes.
And it's part of the St. Augustine Film Festival, which starts on the 17th, Thursday the 17th of January, which is next week, and ends on that Sunday of that week. So
I think it's one of the best films about an artist.
your trailer knocked me
and
out.
I've seen a lot of them.
Your trailer knocked me out.
thank
I
you.
thought it was, I looked at it and it just drew me in so quickly.
Yeah.
And when it ended, it's like I wanted to see more, and that's why I'm here, because I was very impressed with it. It was
Yeah.
sent by a fellow sculptor friend of yours to
Yeah.
me, and that's what said, "Hey, let's talk to Frosty."
Yeah, good. I'm thrilled to be, first of all, to be here in St. Augustine, have my studio here. My studio is right on the water, so
It's beautiful.
it's inspiring.
Yes.
Meeting the artists in this area is something I'm really looking forward to. And I've met a few of them, and there's some good artists here. Serious artists.
Yes.
So art is one of the best things a person can do, and you sort of have to have a calling, but anybody can do art, and everybody should, because art is a way to show man and women at their best.
Friend of
I feel that I'm turning like metal into spirit. That's something, something magical about that. You're a magician. You're transforming
Yes.
some solid thing into something that's ephemeral, and there's something gorgeous about that, and people like that. I mean, it's like it's a thing. The cavemen did that.
Yeah. It's
It's
as
gone
old
all
as
the way
us.
back.
It's as old as us.
It is.
Well, Frosty, I thank you so much for this time. Looking forward to see that on the 20th at Lewis Auditorium at 1 p.m. for the film festival. And I just have this feeling in my tummy. It's just going to be magnificent.
Yay, great, Jorge.
Okay.
Wonderful. Great to meet you.
Great to meet you too, my friend.
Look forward to your show.
All right. Talk to you soon.
Yeah.